Hey y'all, you have made it to week 7. Can you believe it? You've done a great job so far. Stick with me. These are recorded so you can take a breather if you need to. Go back to a run that you've missed and join me when you're ready. Here we have some warm-up stretches for you. Let's get those hips and glutes and quads warmed up with some lunges. Alternating legs, keeping your core nice and tight. Big step forward, lowering your back knee down. Kneeling hip flexor stretch. So lean forward and rotate your core. Lean forward, rotate your core. Drop your hips, pick them up. Drop your hips, lean forward, twist, pick them up. Other side, same thing. Couple overhead side stretches, making sure your hips are in line, you're bending straight over to the side and not leaning forward or back. Glutes tight, of course. Opening up our hips with some hip circles, nice big circles. Couple to one direction, then switch directions. Couple this way, and once more both directions. Stretching out your inner thighs, lunging from side to side. Make sure you feel that stretch in your inner leg. Keeping one leg nice and straight and bending over to the other side. Alternating sides. Nice. In the downward dog position, where your heels are stretching your calves. You can do one at a time by pedaling, or both at the same time. It's up to you, as long as you feel a little bit of a stretch in your calf. And some butt kicks with a little bit of a grab, pulling it, keeping your hips tucked under so you feel this stretch in your quads and the front of your hips, and a little bit of your shins. Do you have your paper out for this week's runs? Starting with today, you're going to pause me after this and do your run. 17 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking, 2 times. Tomorrow, you can cross-train or rest, walk, yoga, whatever you like. Wednesday is 18 minutes of running, 2 minutes of walking, 2 times. Thursday, rest or cross-train. Friday, 19 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking, and then just 10 minutes more of running. Saturday, 20 minutes of running and 2 minutes of walking, and then 10 minutes more of running. Sunday, rest, yay! And that will do it for week 7. Can you believe you've gotten to this point? Oh my goodness. So now you're going to pause me, do your run, come back, and I'm going to show you some hip strengthening exercises to improve your form. And then we will cool down and stretch. Okay, have a great run. Single leg deadlift. Balancing on your stationary leg, keeping your core tight, pulled in, glutes tight, working on your balance. And you should feel this in the back of your stationary leg supporting you. Do a few on this leg and a few on the other leg. It helps to find a focal spot out in front of you and stare at that, or you'll lose your balance like you'll see me do a couple times here. Single leg squat. I'm just barely holding on to my chair for a little bit of support, a little bit of balance. If you can do it without holding on, great. In fact, if you have a chair that doesn't have any cushion on it, you'll probably be a little more steady than this. You can use a bench, you can use a stair, or use nothing at all. Just making sure you squeeze your glutes all the way up at the top. Side plank with a knee drive, keeping your hips up as high up off the ground as you can, squeezing your glutes, and driving your knee up as high as you can. I'm doing about between 8 to 10 on each side. Single leg reverse lunge to step up. I'm going to do about 8 to 10 on each leg. Try to keep your core nice and tight to help you balance. Drop it down nice and low in the back and bring it up nice and high in the front. Sprinter lunge. So you're coming down like you're going to start a race, sending your back leg far behind you, touching the ground, and bringing it up nice and high in the front. Couple each leg. Focus on keeping your core nice and tight. That will help you balance. Using a band just above your knees, keep your feet and your knees about hip width apart, parallel feet. Keeping resistance in your band. Squeeze your glutes up as high as you can. Try to get a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. You want to take a little bit more challenge. Bring your arms off the ground like I have, so that all your glutes are doing the work. Banded monster steps. So a little baby squat. Your band is right above your knees. In and stepping out at a diagonal as wide as you can. Forward and back. If you have more space, you could just go forward. You don't have to go backwards. I just don't have a lot of space, so I'm just going forward and back a few steps. And that's it. So let's get stretched out. Stretching your quads first, keeping your hips tucked under. Pull your heel into your glutes, knee pointed to the ground, and holding each stretch for 30 seconds of pause. straight leg calf stretch. Nice big step between your legs, both toes facing forward, both heels down. You should feel that stretch in your back calf for 30 seconds, both sides. Hip flexor stretch, my favorite. I'm always so tight in here. You can do it up tall, or you can bring your hands down on the ground, as long as there's a nice big stretch between your front knee and your back knee, letting your hips hang down, drop down, feel the weight in them. 30 seconds, both sides. Hamstring hurdle stretch, one leg straight, one foot in by your inner cat and your inner thigh. Reach both arms over so your body is centered over your leg. Just reaching down far enough that you feel that stretch in the back of your hamstring of your straight leg. Oh, you'll also feel it in your low back. It's a great stretch. 30 seconds on this side and then 30 seconds on the other side. Figure 4 glute stretch, bringing one ankle over your top of your bottom knee, grabbing underneath your knee and pulling it in towards yourself. You should feel this stretch on your glutes of your foot that's on top. 30 seconds on each side. in, sitting tall, bringing your soles of your feet together, in as close to your body as you can. Drop your knees down as far as you can. Use your elbows to push them down if you can. And then hang your body over top. Feeling that stretch in your inner thighs. 30 seconds here. And take a nice deep breath in and out. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe to this page to see more workouts like this. And I will see you next week for week 8. 2 weeks left.